Hey guys, I'm Sakina. I'll be leading you through this short little practice I put together. It's just a little gentle flow for either to do first thing in the morning like I'm doing right now, or you can do it right before you go to bed. Kind of calm your nerves, settle your brain before going to sleep. You can start like I am in a seated position on your ankles, or if you'd like, cross-legged like this. I hurt my ankle, so I'm not going to be doing this, even though I do prefer it this way. Ankle is in front of ankle. It'll allow for some more room in your hips to open up. And your hands can just rest on your legs. All right. Start here by getting settled into this space. Close your eyes. Start to tune into your breath. Deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. Work to lengthen the breath, starting from your abdomen, your navel, right, in the area of your belly button. It's where your breath is going to start. You're going to bring it up slowly with an inhale, up into your chest, shoulders relax. Hold it for, all right, and then exhale. Your belly empties. Inhale, fill the belly up, chest lifts. Top of the inhale, hold. Then exhale it out. At the end of the breath, maybe you bring a little constriction into your lower abdomen, kind of tighten your abs to let the last of the air out. Do that a couple times, trying to make your exhale just as long as your inhale. So long inhales and long exhales. Focusing on nothing else but your breath. Do a couple more. Inhale. Draw that breath into your belly. Open your chest. Hold. Exhale, slow release out your nose, empty your belly, constrict your abdomen. Do one more. Inhale. Breath into the belly. Exhale, out of the belly. All right. Start opening up some of the sides of the body. Get a little nice warm up in. Inhale, bring both arms up, reach up overhead, palms maybe touch. Exhale, we're gonna just bring the right hand down. Your palm is going to land right, a couple inches from your hip. You can decide to bump your hips. If you're cross-legged, you can just stay as you are. If you're seated like me, I like to kind of bump my hips over a little bit to kind of give me more room. You're gonna plant this hand into the arm and or into the mat, and you're going to push out, creating, lengthen in your arm so you're not dumping into your shoulder, and this arm is going to reach up overhead. So essentially you're stretching this side of your body from your hip. This side too is also stretching, so you're not dumping in and cramping on this side. So make sure you're not compensating. If you'd like, you can reach out your hand. I like to reach it out a little further. Just reach. On your inhale, maybe point your fingers a little further. Exhale. Melt into it. Do the other side. Left palm mat. Press. Your right arm is going to come up. Again, it's overhead, alongside your ear. You can decide if you'd like to gaze up. I like to gaze up over through my arm. Inhale, reach. Exhale, relax. All right, do one time on each side, just kind of one breath. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. All right, kind of give your shoulders a couple rolls back, a couple forward. Shake your arms out, shake your hands out. All right. Do a couple neck rolls, or neck circles. Drop your chin, so your head drops. Inhale, you're gonna bring your right ear to your right shoulder. You feel a nice stretch on the left side of your neck right here. Inhale, exhale, down. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, back down. Inhale, right. Exhale, down. Inhale, left. Exhale, down. Do a couple of these each side. Play around with moving your chin. If you feel anywhere it feels super, super tight, just kind of maybe sit there with it. And imagine you're bringing your breath into that space. Wherever it feels really, really tight, instead of feeling like you're holding it and you're struggling and you're trying to pull, try to breathe into that space and try to bring a little softness to it. Same thing on the other side. And if you'd like, if your neck allows, you can even go ahead and roll your head back and do a couple head rolls. One way, left, and the other way, to the right. Shake your shoulders out a little bit. Okay, from here, get into a child's pose. So your big toes are touching, your knees are wide, maybe as wide as your mat, or the back of your mat. Your chest melts forward towards the front as your hands also guide you towards the front. Forehead rests gently onto the mat. Begin to just breathe here. Maybe send that breath to your hips. Your hips are feeling pretty tight. If you'd like to get more of a stretch in your upper back and your lats, Maybe on your inhale, you reach your hands a little more forward. Your hands are spread really, really, really wide. And as you press your hands into the mat, try to lengthen your arms by melting your chest closer to the mat. Go ahead and set your intention for your practice today. Might be something mentally, emotionally, physically you're working on at the moment. Could be for a person, could be for your pet, could be for your plant. Whatever you'd like to dedicate your practice to today. It could be for yourself, for showing up, for moving your body, for loving yourself. Inhale. Exhale to seal that intention out your mouth. Come up here. We're gonna do a nice shoulder stretch here. It's puppy dog pose. So bring your knees in parallel. Knees are over your hips. Your arms are gonna come out in front of you. Just like this, your fingers are still spread, just like in child's pose. Except here, it's kind of like a modified down dog. Your chest, the same way, is gonna melt towards your mat. And when you're ready, we'll roll it through. Come into a Sphinx pose. All right. So your forearms come down, parallel. Elbows are under your shoulders. Fingers wide. You press into your forearms and your elbows. Squeeze your shoulders together and lift your chest. Legs are engaged here too. Your feet are pressing down into the ground. Maybe your knees lift, your glutes are engaged, your abs are slightly engaged to protect your lower back, and your neck is long. Maybe that means you drop your chin a little bit. Breathe here for a little bit. On your exhale, drop them all the way down. Inhale, tuck your toes. Hands come up underneath your shoulders. Lift your knees. You're gonna constrict everything. Everything's super, super tight. We're gonna come into a high plank. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Okay, for the first down dog here, you wanna keep a generous bend in your knees. Fingers spread wide, you're pressing into your index and your thumb to bring length into your arms, into your side body, to release tension from your neck and your shoulders. And by pedaling it out here, one leg at a time. Hips sitting back. Chest melts towards your thighs. Now exhale out your mouth. Do that a couple times. Inhale in your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. All right, inhale. Look forward. We're gonna step little by little to the front. You're gonna come into a ragdoll. So your feet can be about hip width. If you'd like to do it a little wider, you can do that. Your knees are really, really bent here, and we're literally gonna fold over. Maybe you kind of want to bounce a little bit. Sway side to side. Whatever feels good here. Making sure your knees are always bent and you're bending at your hips. Make our way to the top of the mat. Feet come together, your big toes touch. You're gonna bring a little bit of a space between your heels. Press down. Do all four corners of your feet. Your toes are pressing down. Ground, feel yourself grounded, connected to the earth. Lift from your hips, lift from your chest. Pelvis draws down. Come into a really strong mountain pose here. Hands come to the side, palms facing forward. Your heart shines through. Close your eyes. Maybe connect back to that intention you set. Purpose for being here. Feel the strength in your body. And on your inhale, we're gonna reach our arms up. Gaze up maybe. Exhale, gonna cactus the arms back. Bend back. Maybe look back. Inhale. Neutral. We'll do that a couple more times. Exhale, back bend. Shoulders draw together. Inhale, forward. One more. Exhale, draw, shoulders draw, the elbows together. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, high plank. Drop to your knees. Do a modified chaturanga. You bend it, your elbows, chest, chin. Upward dog. Downward dog. Inhale, we're gonna lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, we're gonna draw it through. Your foot is gonna land in between your hands. We're gonna come into a low lunge. So you're gonna drop either black knee, uncurl the back foot, lift the chest. Hips are parallel here, so if you'd like, you can start kind of here, feel out your hips. Your right hip is gonna draw back, and your left hip is gonna draw forward. And your pelvis down, not out. You don't wanna like pop your butt, you want it to be firm. All right, come into that lunge. Inhale. Exhale, send it back. Keep a really, really nice bend in this right knee here as we're still stretching out the hamstring, opening that up. Try to keep your hips level, same thing. We're bending at the hips here, so not the back. So try not to round over like this. We're gonna keep the back straight, the chest forward. You're gonna gaze over your big toe. And just breathe here. Inhale, come back to your low lunge. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right leg back. Come to a modified chaturanga again. Lower the knees, chest, chin. Upward dog. Downward dog. To the other side here, left leg backing up. Exhale. Lead with your abs. Lower the foot. Lower your right knee. Inhale, lift. Watch your hips. Exhale, half splits. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, maybe straighten the leg a little more. So on your inhale, you're reaching forward. Exhale, you're drawing back. Inhale, come back to our low lunge. Plant your hands. Lift the back leg. Exhale, step back. Lower chest, chin. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, hips back, down dog. Couple breaths here. Paddle out your legs. All right, we're gonna drop down to our knees here. All right, we're gonna come back onto our backs. Back on our back. We're gonna do a couple figure four stretches here. Stretch out our glutes. So what we're gonna do is your right ankle is gonna come on top of your left knee, just like this. Create a figure four. Your right foot is gonna stay flexed. That's gonna protect your knee so it doesn't move around. You don't end up injuring your knee. And your left leg is gonna come up towards your chest, and you're gonna grab either the inside of your, or the back, I guess, of your thigh or hamstring, or you can grab the front. You can grab your shin. You can play around here. Inhaling by drawing your left knee closer to your chest. Exhaling, maybe shifting your legs towards the left. You'll feel a little bit of a deeper stretch into that right hip. And the same thing here, just try to relax. If you feel like you're struggling or you're tight somewhere, or you feel like you're just kind of like, I guess squeezing or pressuring something, kind of back off and try to breathe and bring a little softness to that area. I like to bring some movement rather than just holding a stretch for too long. It tightens up my hips. Do the other side. So uncross your legs. Straighten both legs out at first, kind of shake them out a little bit. We'll do the other side. So the right, what side did we just do? Oh yeah, so we'll keep the right leg planted and left leg is gonna come up across, foot flexed. Grab the shin. Shoulders down here also, if you can. Inhale.
Draw the knee closer. Exhale. Melt the hip down. When you're ready, release both legs again. A little shake. All right, we're gonna come into a modified inversion here. So if you have a block, use that. If not, you can go up against a wall and do legs up the wall that way. And essentially what you do is you would just go up literally against a wall, your butt to the wall, and your legs would just, you know, like this. Can you see me? Yeah. But if you do have a block, we'll do it with a block. Stay on your back, and you're gonna come into, so a block has 3 settings. It has this, this, and this. We're gonna use this one, so the second highest. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna place it just right under your sacrum. That's that flat part, right at your lower back, right kind of like before your butt. And you'll feel it, so if it's too far up, you know, you'll sink and your back will hurt. And if it's too far forward, then the block will just kind of feel like it doesn't fit. So kind of feel it out wherever it feels right. You're gonna place it right there. And then your legs are just gonna come up like this. We're gonna come into a modified inversion. Essentially, legs at the wall, any kind of inversion is really good for circulating new blood to the brain. If you're on your feet a lot, you walk a lot, your ankles are sore, your knees are sore, this is really good for that. Bring some blood flow. You can play around here, you can kind of widen your legs, do some splits. You can come into a butterfly. You can just stay like this if you'd like. Breathing into any space or anywhere that feels like it needs some opening up. My legs are shaking so much. Yeah, my ankles right now are really sore. My hips are always tight and sore. This is really good for that. Shake it out. Shake it out. You can do this for as long as you like. We're gonna come into our last posture, Shavasana. So either you can stay with your legs up the wall, if that feels really nice for you, you can end practice like that. Or if you'd like, if you're on the block and you're ready to get into your last posture, we'll slowly get into that. So your legs, give your legs a a nice comfortable width from each other. Your arms out too. I like to lift one shoulder, lower it, lift the other shoulder, lower it. Release any tension you're holding in your face, between your eyebrows, your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth, that'll help. The back of your neck. Your hips. And your feet. No longer need to hold anything here. No need to control, no need to manage even your breath. Let everything go.
All right, everyone, this was my second attempt at recording a video, so crossing my fingers this works out. Thank you so much for watching. I'm still very new at this, so bear with me. I appreciate your time and your love, and I hope to see you soon. Namaste. Bye.